I shot a video last year about the Crumrin Chronicles, which is from Ted Naifeh. And in that, I also mentioned another book of his, Chris, which I thought I'd done a video on, and I just searched through all of my videos, and it's not there. So maybe that will be coming soon. Currently, no plans, but there is supposedly a volume 2 coming soon, so at that point, for sure. But Polly and the Pirates is another title of his, and I've owned this for many years. For some reason, never read it. And once I did, this is now the second time, I bought volume 2. So I read both of these. Volume 1 is excellent. I enjoyed it thoroughly enough that I went out and bought volume 2. I was surprised to learn that he did not draw this one. So this is drawn by Robbi Rodriguez, written by Ted. Rodriguez, you might know him. He was drawing Spider-Gwen for a few years, the early issues, the early series. So I was kind of surprised to see him here, but he is excellent. Polly and the Pirates starts as there's a young girl going to school. She's very straight-laced. She's very proper, this girl, Polly. And she gets kidnapped by some pirates a couple of times, actually. And at one point she learns that she is the daughter of a famous pirate. And she rejects this idea initially. She finds it preposterous. And yet, adventure calls to her. And she eventually embraces it, but it's excellent. So here, I will show you. That's a great page. These are pirates that are stealing her bed by affixing hooks to it. And you can see some of Ted's art. There's a point of confusion, at least on my part. I don't know how old she's supposed to be. Because of Ted's art, everyone tends to look fairly young, even if they're not necessarily supposed to be. So in this, I thought maybe she was about 10, 11, 12 maybe, but young, certainly. And in this, she looks much older because she's drawn by a different artist, and they eventually say that the actions of the first book take place last year. So there should only be a year's difference, but in this, she looks like she's, I don't know, 17? Let's see if I can find a picture. While I look for that, I want to show this off real quick. So, this is definitely a sort of an alternate history, but still a fantasy series. There's a bunch of stuff on boats, including entire buildings. But it's still roughly, I think, an early 20th century series. Here, I think this is a good picture of her. So here, I think she looks much older than in the previous book, but a lot of that I'm going to chalk up to just artist style. So here, as I was saying, this is an excellent book. There is a lot of establishment as far as the world goes. Polly as a character, the crew of pirates. Everyone speaks with an accent, and it is fantastic. It looks like it would be difficult to read, but it's surprisingly not. Let me see. So here's Urban Shanghai. Orbeus. Everyone speaks with an accent, and it really helps hear everything that the characters are saying. It's phenomenal. I love it. And here are some of the pirates. They look a bit like goblins. Just fantastic. Loved it. Bought volume 2. Volume 2 is not as good, I have to say. So it's subtitled Mr. If the Dragonfish. You don't even hear the name Dragonfish until I think the end of book 4, issue 4. This is roughly a 6-issue series. So you don't even hear Dragonfish until the end of issue 4, and at that point, it's not even a mystery anymore. So I don't know. I think it's poorly titled. I think in general it's not as well written. The script isn't fully there as much as some of his other stuff has been, and I'm gonna say that the art in a few places I had to reread a sequence because I couldn't exactly tell what was going on. So in general, I don't think Volume 2 is as put together, as well put together as Volume 1, or as well as some of the things that he has written and drawn himself. So I don't know. I do highly recommend Volume 1 of the series. If you want to continue, then you can, but I'm not sure that I recommend Volume 2, and this appears to be where the series ends. He does jump around from one thing to the next, but this was put out in 2012, so it's 10 years later, and a new Polly and the Pirates hasn't come out in that time, which is unfortunate. It was an extremely interesting world of ships. There is an Emperor of the United States established in this, which I found very interesting. You get a lot more information about him in this, but it's an extremely fun adventure story, and I like it. I enjoy Ted's art and storytelling. It's just, this is maybe, in my opinion, not his best work. And there are certainly better drawn Robbi Rodriguez titles. I'll say that. So, not exactly a ringing endorsement, but I do very much still enjoy it. Especially Volume 1.